Good evening. The long-running dispute that saw rubbish piled high on the streets of Birmingham over the summer is on the brink of being settled. The City Council Cabinet met earlier to ratify a new deal with workers which would see them keep their jobs and stay on the same pay.
Tomorrow, the bin workers will vote on whether to accept it, effectively ending the dispute which has been on and off since June. Gareth Owen is live for us tonight outside one of the city's main depots in Perry Bar. Gareth, we've been here before with a potential deal, but is the end really in sight now?
Well, we don't want to speak too soon. As you say, we've been there before. But on the face of it, this does look like a victory for Unite, and one which their members are likely to accept as early as tomorrow with that mass meeting at the Council House. Now, the deal bears more than a striking resemblance to the one struck between Unite and the former council leader, John Clancy. Now, he had to resign after that deal was chucked out by his own officers as being unworkable and likely to cost the council millions in equal pay claims. Today, the new council leader, Ian Ward, said that the grade 3 workers, those so-called leading hands who'd been given redundancy notices in the summer, would now keep their jobs and they'd keep their salaries. So what's changed? Well, a job title for one thing. They'll now be known as Waste Reduction and Collection Officers. They'll be keeping an eye on residents to make sure they're recycling properly, and if they don't, they'll be knocking on doors with the threat of ending bin collections if they don't continue to follow recycling rules. They're also going to be working out of a number of depots across the city now instead of just the one, and they'll have to work 5 days a week instead of 4 days a week. Now, the council says that any savings they would have made with redundancies are going to be made up with more efficient recycling. But this whole saga has cost them £6.6 million. And the Cabinet was in fairly sombre mood as the deal became public this morning.
We have worked very, very hard over the last 2 months or so to ensure that we can resolve this dispute with the trade unions. I don't believe there are any winners here in this because, as has been pointed out, this has been a very expensive experience for the taxpayers of Birmingham.
I've just come off the phone to the union, so we are positive that we are moving forward in the right direction. Nobody wanted a strike, nobody wanted disruption. What we now need to do is positively move forward together to deliver the service the people of Birmingham deserve. Thank you.
So Gareth, just run us through again what happens now. You mentioned earlier that the unions are going to meet tomorrow.
Yes, 11 o'clock at the Council House. Now, if the members vote to accept the deal, then that's it. This dispute is officially, finally over. If they reject it, though, we're all heading off down to the High Court on Monday in London, where a trial has been set to try and resolve this once and for all. Now, on the face of it, the workers have got what they asked for. And the official council opposition has said that it is a bad deal for taxpayers in the long run.
We've had 6 months where 6.6 million and rising has been wasted because the council has only ended up giving the unions what they wanted back in April. If they'd done it then, there wouldn't have been any of these costs. And how are they going to pay for it? They're going to introduce fortnightly refuse collection in 2019.
Meanwhile, the Liberal Democrat leader on the council, John Hunt, has described the new role as the wheelie bin police and has said the whole thing is just a big fudge. We are, though, a few steps closer. In fact, we can see the finish line finally in sight.
OK, Gareth, for the time being, at least on this story, thank you very much indeed.
Other news now, and the daughter of